Dum, 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 dum,
Space between, space between, space between. Space between.
So, last episode, Shannon made the comment that it sounds like someone else speaking in the opening scene of the episode, in the opening scrawl, right?
Yeah, I thought it sounded like Matthew McConaughey. Going,
So,
all
here,
right.
here we go. What's going on? It's the Space Between
Ew,
podcast,
Jesus,
where we
that's
talk about the
even
space
further
between
away.
life and art. That's me, right? That's how I sound? That's good?
No.
Passion and business? What's happening there and what happening there?
Ew.
What even is that? I've never heard anyone speak like that.
I'm Pat Chan, maybe?
I'm Amy Shand. I'm married to this one.
Are we just going to skip the intro then?
That was the intro.
That was the intro, I
okay,
guess.
fine. I'm Shannon Lee.
Should I do it again, you guys?
Hayden.
Hate. All right. So now that we're past that, I want to talk about a conversation I had with my dad recently. And
He gave you the talk.
he gave me a talk.
The birds and the bees.
The birds and the bees this late in life.
We were talking about the use of medical marijuana.
Oh.
And he was talking about how he sees it as something that should be just able to be used, et cetera, et cetera. It's useful. And I made the comment to him, as a 30-year-old man now, that I smoke weed occasionally. Mm-hmm. And he looked at me with this like shocked, happy face. He said, "You do?"
Oh, I thought
Like,
you were going to say shock, like, in a bad way.
Like disgust.
Yeah,
Like, my son?
You know, I was worried saying it only after the fact. I felt so comfortable in the moment because I hid it from him for fucking years, yo. I remember this one time. It's like I never smoked weed every day, but like when my boys would come over, you know, we would get in the car, we would smoke an L, you know, and that shit got me mad high. Like,
What? L, like in the shape of an L?
oh man, different slang. We would smoke a blunt,
Okay.
okay?
Oh, wait, what do you call it in San Diego?
A blunt.
That's it? No, I know you have different
Best
terms.
answer.
No, that's it.
If you want to go and smoke an L with me, you know?
Yeah,
you know
but
that
I
song?
didn't know that an L was the same thing as a blunt.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we would smoke
Is it short for something?
luscious.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if that's true.
Probably not.
So we
Just
would
the
cut open
L
that
and blue.
Dutch, fucking roll it up,
That's
smoke the L. We just drive around, and that shit just got me fucking toasted every time. And I remember one time I brought Visine with me because my dad was home, and I desperately didn't want to get caught. My mom knew. She caught me.
Really?
Yo, she caught me fucking slipping once. One day I was so high coming home, and my plan was to go home, eat, and just leave right away. So I took some Chinese food out of the fridge, put it in the microwave, and I could not get the fucking numbers right. I was sitting there like beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Oh my god.
And my mom goes, I remember her tone to this day.
Oh, God.
Are you okay, Patrick?
Yeah.
And the answer
Son,
was,
she said.
son, are you okay?
Are you okay, son?
But she was chill about it, you know? My dad, I was always more scared about him finding out. So I felt this like moment of release, to mention it to him that he was finally, he understood what it could do. And it wasn't like just some kind of like gateway drug. And plus, like, as a 30-year-old man, he knows I'm not like out here like snorting coke off of things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're living your life. You know?
Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys and see like, as of recording this, we're doing it a bit early. We are somewhat freshly out of the national holiday 420. And I want to talk to you guys about weed, about your experience with it, and really about anything that you've hidden from your parents that you either have not come out with yet or that you have come out with and have had either a moment of release like I did or a moment of like, ugh, I wish it hadn't had it happened, you know?
Yeah.
I know that you, Amy, you had some tattoo situations going on.
Yeah, well, we're not talking about that right now. My most recently, it was super, like, nice because we live near your parents now, so I was super nervous to tell your mom or, like, let her know that I smoked weed, but she would be coming and staying at our place. And I didn't want to be, like, hiding it from her or feeling weird in our own home
Right.
while she was over. So I was just like, hey, just so you know, this is, like, something that I do. And she's super sweet. She was like, oh, okay.
Aw.
Didn't you say that she already assumed?
Yes, I think so.
She's
But,
like,
like,
I've
with
seen
my-
Amy at family parties.
Yeah,
She's
right.
lit.
Every single day. But with my dad, he's more strict and conservative, and to this day, I haven't talked to him about smoking weed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
My
So hey, listen,
mom-
if you're listening right now,
Oh, no.
surprise, motherfucker.
and it's a thing, but then my brothers started, because we're all from Southern California, we grew up, so all, like, that's what we do with our friends is just smoke pot and go surfing. So then my brothers started smoking weed when they got into, like, high school. And my parents know that I think at least, like, 2 or 3 of my brothers smoke weed, but they just never thought that I did, I guess. And then I moved out really early. But nowadays, if I were to, like, smoke in front of my mom, I wouldn't be nervous about it. Well, I wouldn't be nervous about smoking in front of anyone there now because it's completely legalized.
True.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, does it make a difference to you in
Oh,
how you would
hell
approach
yeah.
your dad that it's legal now?
Yeah, I'm bringing a blunt to his house for barbecue next time I go over.
Oh my god. See,
Come
that's
on.
something that I would never be comfortable
That's
with.
his only issue,
is
is breaking
smoking
the law.
in front of your parents. I would be comfortable with letting them know, like, that I'm doing it,
Right.
but not, like, doing it in front of them.
Yeah, well, to me,
And
I
some
don't
people
change
can.
much when I smoke. Like,
Yeah.
I smoke or just maybe too much. So, like, I remember when I was younger, I would smoke to get, like, giddy stoned.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I don't so much anymore as much as, like, I'm stoned right now. I feel regular. But
Yeah, it's more just
some
like
people
a
get silly
relaxed
still. Yeah, I
chill.
think it has to do with your tolerance.
Oh, for
or
sure.
what kind of
and
weed
your
it is.
experience, how long you've smoked
Mhm.
or this or that.
But I can't remember the last time that I, like, went to dinner with my dad when I was not stoned. So it's like he knows what I'm like stoned. He just doesn't know he knows.
Yeah.
You know?
Or he
mean-
knows and doesn't want to admit it.
Right, that's maybe
Yeah.
maybe that.
Yeah.
I mean, when I smoke personally, I get 2 modes. If I'm lucky, and if I've been smoking more than usual, I'll get relaxed and I'll be chill. Normally, though, I'll get fucked the fuck up. Like, especially, we have a bong here, and when I smoke out of that, yo, I get fucking toasted. And I remember, now, when I first met Amy, I hadn't experienced California weed at that point. I was just very much used to smoking blunts with my friends, just occasionally.
I educated you.
Really educated me. There was one day where I was over Amy's, and she had a friend over, and everyone was getting ready to go, and they were smoking. And I didn't know that the night was ending, so I smoked a bong load. And almost as soon as the smoke was out of my lungs, Amy was like, okay, good night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit, you know? So, yo, I go to put on my shoe, and my foot is, like, moving on its own mad fast. I was trying to catch my shoe.
He was trembling.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know those movies where, like, someone's trying to fish with their hands? They're trying to catch the fish. My foot was like the fish in my hands. So I was trying to tie my shoe as my foot was going crazy. And tied it. And then what's so funny, I'm not sure if you know this, Shannon, but you know how we always end the podcast, bye, you guys? That comes from an inside joke with me and Amy that I felt so fucking, like, high and nerdy there. As I had already said goodbye to Amy, and I was just, like, in the hallway, like, kind of, like, low-key lost in my mind. And, like, I just, again, said, bye, Amy. And walked out.
You were so cute when I first met you.
Now I'm just a piece of shit.
No, but you're not as shy anymore.
I'm not shy at all with
funny.
you anymore. I love you.
I love you too.
But yeah, have any of you ever been caught or almost caught by the cops with weed?
Yeah. Well, I got one time when this is funny because my parents are kind of so naive to it for some reason that when I was younger, I was smoking in my bedroom, which was the only room downstairs at my dad's house. I was smoking in the middle of the night with my friend. And then my dad came downstairs because he heard noise, and we immediately got silent, pretended to be asleep. And my dad literally thought a skunk died in our house. He called my mom downstairs because he swore there was a skunk in the house.
It's like,
Oh my God.
But
there's
it
a
was
dank
just my
skunk here.
skunky ass weed.
Smells dank in here.
He's like, honey, come down here. Doesn't it smell like a skunk in here? What's
Oh
going on?
my
And he thought I was
God.
asleep. So he was like hush yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sarah were laughing our asses off trying to pretend we were sleeping in my bed.
Oh my
right
God.
on the other side of the door. Shit was hilarious.
That's so fucking funny.
And then one time my friend Dana and I, on like one random rainy day in San Diego, never rains, hardly ever. I was in community college with her. We drove down the street to smoke a bowl, and it was like really cloudy and rainy and like steamy in the car because we were smoking. And cops pulled up, and Dana had this brilliant idea and like fucking pretend we were making out with each other, and told the cop to leave us alone because we wanted privacy. And that's why the car was steamy, and the cop got freaked out
We're
and
just
walked away.
making out.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy because my like biggest almost caught by the cop story isn't about weed, but I was almost arrested for like a hot and heavy makeout session in the car.
Really?
Are you
Yeah.
No, she
serious?
was just like,
Yeah.
leave us alone. We're trying to get private time, like in between class. Blah, blah, blah.
Man,
That's why it's so steamy.
that's kind of cute, you know. Wait, so did you actually kiss her?
No, it was pretend. We literally were just faking like for 1 second so she could have that conversation.
Oh my God.
That's kind of cute.
She just leaned back and went like,
lean back, come
oh
on.
my God.
So how about you? Have you ever gotten
I don't
almost
think
caught?
I've had a caught situation. The only thing is like obviously you come home and you want to eat everything, but I'm always like that. So
Right,
my
right.
mom probably didn't think much of it. I also like still get very paranoid if I smoke because it's not something that's like a everyday thing or
Right.
anything.
Same
And
here.
I'm not getting the correct strains here. It's not legal here.
Right.
So it's like I can't experience the different types that
You can't
could
experiment
Yeah,
with what
I'm-
like medical properties.
yeah, I am sure that there is something out there that I would like a lot better.
Oh, like if
stuff
you went to a
here-
dispensary?
Yeah, stuff here, I'm just like bugging out still. Like thinking,
for sure.
I'm like turning my head a lot.
This is just from some asshole's basement.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Yo.
So it's not that enjoyable.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to most about going back to California.
Yeah.
'Cause Amy and I are going to be going to California because I'm going to be doing some signings at the Black Mask booth at SDCC. So while Amy and I are vacationing in California, we're going to go back to that fucking dispensary. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
And I think we spoke about this on the podcast, right?
Is it even called a dispensary anymore, or is it just a weed store?
I think it's a dispensary, you know?
I don't mean to
Like-
sound stupid, but
No, you don't sound
I
stupid
thought it
at
was
all.
a dispensary when it was like a medical thing. Now you can just straight go in there like it's like
I
make
know what
mine
you mean.
sweet
Yeah.
weed version.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see. I want to look
It's
it up.
called it's called a feel good drug company is their banner.
That's right.
True.
So
What-
I don't
What's that place called?
search
Feel Good Drug Company.
San Diego.
I'm wondering if you're right. Like, I wonder if there's even separate
Urban Leaf.
places that are still maybe like a medical facility and like other places
know?
where it is more casual, lax, like you can come in and get anything.
Here we go.
What does
It's
it say?
weird.
It's Urban Leaf, and it is a dispensary.
Okay.
It's a state licensed cannabis dispensary. It says recreational and medical.
Yeah, they're super colloquial, but this website is very legit.
Oh yeah.
You do still have to be certified, so it is like it's still professional.
Yeah, because there are still people who sell it illegally
like a
in
liquor
California.
store.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like a liquor store.
Exactly.
Basically, because you need an ID to get into a liquor store. You need an ID to get into that store. But
Yeah.
you have to be 21.
Yeah, and the two ones that we went to were both the same company, but the first one was way more strict.
Oh yeah.
In the first one,
Yeah, I don't know why.
they let Amy in with no problem. They gave me the pat down. Homie had a gun.
Oh my
you know,
God.
it was
Yeah.
real
Packing
intense.
heat.
And when we went inside, they were like, "Here's your medicine." You know,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, bitch. But and then the
Then
second
the other one,
the second one, the person who greeted me was this like beautiful fucking baked stoner girl
She was banging.
who was like
With those plugs in her ears.
So
she was
cute.
like all baked.
she was like
She was all baked.
She was baked and banging.
she was like, hey, how are you doing? I'm like, good, how are you? She goes, about to get high after my shift.
Stop,
I'm
that's
like,
what she said?
yes. I'm like, yo, this one location is much more lit than the previous location.
I know. We're gonna go to that one
Oh
again
my
for
God.
sure.
Definitely.
Shout out to Urban Leaf.
That's not
Shout out
funny.
to San Diego. We'll see you soon.
Yo, yeah, hey, if you guys want to sponsor us, we'll talk about your shit all
Fucking A.
day. Yeah, it was cool. And I used to be worried, like, obviously the tobacco industry is mad corrupt. Like, there's so many chemicals in tobacco right now. And I was concerned that, say they make weed legal everywhere, that what if weed is the next tobacco? They start adding all this bullshit to it. But seeing Urban Leaf and how it functions made me feel really good about this shit.
Yeah,
Like, it made me
that's good.
not worry about that shit anymore, really.
That
Yeah,
is
it was
really
such a
good.
nice, fun experience.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say that like there have obviously been things online saying how, I mean, we have our people here in jail for it and everything selling, and then meanwhile they're like, oh, look at the white privilege, where over on the other side
Right.
we've got a bunch of white people like selling it legally and everything, which is, yeah, it's a call out. It's a call
it
out.
is, and I think like there has to be a nuanced discussion there because all right, it's such a deep conversation because you can look at it two ways, and you gotta understand that the government is going to look at it a specific way, and that way is the government will see it as you broke the law when it was the law,
Yeah.
right, and that's kind of fucked up, but laws change, and I don't have enough faith in our government and in our legal system to adapt to that, you know. I mean, it would be amazing if once it's legal nationwide, or at least, all right, say it is legal in California, right? It will be fucking dope if they could retroactively remove these sentences from the people who were in jail for marijuana-centric crimes, whether it be you're caught with a certain amount, you're selling it, intent to sell, whatever. But I just don't trust the government to do that, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, if people are selling other drugs, then obviously, like, those are, you know, a crime. But it's like, if anybody's in jail for literally just selling weed, it's pretty excessive.
I think so too, and I think that even while it's illegal, if a cop arrests you for any amount of weed, he's a bitch, yo. Like that
Yeah.
cop is
So
crazy.
much other stuff he could be
There's
doing.
so much worse stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who is a weed kingpin?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a kingpin, you're not fucking with just weed.
Yeah.
yeah,
exactly.
that's like that TV show Weeds.
Yeah.
That
Like,
doesn't exist.
no, but she gets intense though. She starts to get involved with other people who are more intense.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on some Heisenberg shit, you're not gonna stick with weed.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
you're gonna
you'd be-
partner with people who have like
Exactly.
fucking like choppers and shit. You know.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's any like real like super crazy dangerous like drug dealers who just deal weed.
Yeah. Not who just deal weed. No.
Normally, it's like it's some kid.
Yeah.
It's some kid, and it sucks that there are a disproportionate amount of black people in jail just for that.
Yeah,
That's trash.
Totally, absolutely.
And I mean, like at the same time, though, should we say we can't make it legal because of this? I think that we should just try to fix both problems. You know, I just don't. I don't have faith in our government to do that at all.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
It is. And yeah, that's the problem that I don't have a solution for at all. I just hope that better times are coming. And I hope, too, that not only is it made legal, I hope that it's decriminalized to still sell it on the low. Because, like, no matter what happens, people are still going to be selling weed on the low.
Yeah, you
because,
can't stop it, really.
No, here's the thing. Fucking when I started smoking, I wasn't 18 years old allowed to go to a dispensary if there was one. Mm-hmm. I wanted the same way that I wanted a fucking 40 from 7-Eleven.
Exactly.
You get
So
it
it's
illegally.
just- yeah, it's always gonna.
Yeah,
have
it's
that
always going to be
quality.
here. So my hope is that even if, for whatever reason, they don't exonerate the people who are dealing with sentences now, that they at the very least decriminalize it moving forward.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I agree. You want to hear a funny story?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Bring up the mood right now. That's some corruption we got
sorry.
going on.
All right.
It's true.
You
though,
guys
so
can
you
just
gotta
like
talk about
make
it.
fun of me and like some of my friends now. So the last time that I had an edible, I didn't know it was an edible.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Me and my friend had went to a friend's house, and the friend offered us brownies, but like, I don't know. I thought he was just like baking in the kitchen or something.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah, very nice guy. Offered us brownies when we came in. Didn't
Was he
say
like, hey, do
anything
you want
about.
brownies? Or was like, do you want some brownies?
No, he
Wink,
literally was
wink.
like, "Oh, I just made brownies. You want some?" And like so casual. So both me and my friend took a brownie and like ate it, and we were like, "That was delicious. Thanks so much for like welcoming us into your home and like offering us something to eat or drink or this or that." And then we all like went out to a thrift store, and we're out, and we're all like feeling great and everything. And then
Oh,
my
God.
friend calls me over, and she's laughing because the kid just told her, because she had said like, I'm feeling a little weird, and he was like, maybe it's the brownies kicking in, and she started cracking up and calls me over. I'm literally like staring at CDs
You're
on the
so
wall, like
stoned.
obviously getting stoned, and like it's not hitting me. Why I'm so happy looking at CDs on the
Holy
wall,
shit.
like, oh, Sting, like, you know, thrift store CDs are just like old shitty CDs,
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, the Lizzie McGuire soundtrack, like,
Oh,
like-
we just talked about that.
Oh shit! What a coincidence!
Oh my
like
God.
that just came out of your mouth.
We were just talking about that movie,
That's
yeah.
so
Yeah.
random.
It really is.
Gordo or whatever his
Yeah.
name is. So then she calls me over, laughing and stuff, and she's like, "Yo, don't be mad. Like, I have a surprise." And she's like, "Those are pot brownies. It's gonna hit you soon." And I'm
Holy
just
fuck.
looking at her, and then it hits me, and I realize like that's what's going on right now. That's why I'm like on cloud 9, and I was like, "Oh fuck." Definitely hit me. Like, I'm definitely high right now. I don't know how I didn't recognize it.
Holy shit.
And then we're laughing with each other. We're like, we're fucking idiots. Like, why would we have thought that those were regular brownies? And we said it to him. We were like, yo, that was way too casual, like, to offer us. And he's like, come on, you guys. Who just offers
He's
brownies?
like, what grown
And it's
adult
like-
makes brownies without weed in them?
Right?
And
But
gives them
we're-
to his friends.
That's what he's thinking.
I'm on your side with this
Right?
one.
And I'm just like, well, you know, we would make regular brownies
Yeah.
and eat them. I make brownies like every few months because I just want them, you know?
Totally.
So we totally had a different
Pat
view
would
on
be
that.
upset.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm with you.
I was
That's like some roofie action.
yeah, so I did get upset, like because I had plans later that night.
Totally. Now you're
and
gonna
then-
want to go to bed for the rest of the
I
night.
felt like a total square, but at the same time, I'm just like, I wasn't in the mood to do edibles like today, right now, when I had a show to go to later that night, and then I didn't end up going to it because I was
You don't
just
feel good.
too out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucked
Yeah.
up. He ruined your plans for the night,
Yeah.
though.
But all right, so this is I'm gonna call my other friends out, not saying their names, but this one I was like, yo, I thought it was bad when I didn't know.
Yeah.
My friends went to a show recently, and a woman had a booth set up with all types of baked goods and everything, and she's like saying like they're vegan, they're gluten free, they're organic, and she's smoking a joint and everything.
Oh my god.
And she offered them something for free because they were talking to her for a little while, and she gave them something, a cookie, brownie, whatever, and they ate it because they're like, oh, that's so awesome,
Yummy
this is like
treats.
all natural stuff, and they ate it. And then later on when they were driving home, it hit them, like not later, like they like went to go drive home, and it hit them, and they looked at each other and they're like, holy shit, I'm high. And I was like, I thought it was bad that I didn't know. I was like, you
like,
took
this lady
it
had a joint
from
in her
a
mouth.
lady with a joint in her mouth who's like, these are all natural. Like, like come on.
You know what, though?
goodness.
You know what? If she's going to describe it's fucking gluten-free.
I know.
Yo,
she
come
was
on.
saying like vegan and this and that. So it's like, come on. She needed to like say it. But I
Yeah.
guess she thought that, like, come on.
I
You
guess
would
she
know.
thought that was what they were there for. You know?
Exactly.
Yo, but on that first story, I am so on your side.
I know. It was
Yeah.
rough. It was rough.
If someone did that to me and Amy,
Yeah.
I would be fucking scrapping.
Yeah.
God.
I
He'd
was,
be most
I was
sad.
yeah, a little mad about
I've
it.
actually never had an edible at all.
They're
I don't like them as
enjoyable.
much.
Like,
They are enjoyable if you, like you said, if you have time.
yeah, if I like have it planned out, like today,
It's
I'm
like a
just
day
gonna
thing.
like loaf around, like
Watch a couple movies.
yeah, because it's a body high, so
Right.
it's a totally like different feeling.
And I don't like it just because you can't, for that reason, because you can't control like when exactly it hits. Like when
Yeah.
I smoke a bong load or something, or if I'm like hitting a blunt, I know I can feel myself getting high as I'm smoking. Whereas like when you eat an edible, it's like, all right, it's gonna work in 15 minutes, it's gonna work in 45. Like I don't know my metabolism at that day, or like what I've
Exactly.
eaten that day.
That's
or
why
whatever.
some people can start to eat more because they think like it's not hitting them. Same as something like shrooms or something. They're like, I guess I'll just take more, and you're like, no,
Wait.
you need to just wait.
I do that with even like alcohol too. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have another drink. If I just sat it out, I'd be fine.
Exactly.
Like I didn't need another drink.
Exactly.
Have you guys seen the movie, fucking Reefer Madness?
The old movie?
No, not the old
I've
one.
seen clips, obviously, from.
Oh, of course, those
yeah.
clips.
I'm pretty sure they even still showed us in school, like old clips
That's
from
crazy.
Reefer Madness.
Have you seen the musical based on that?
No,
I
Starring
didn't even
Kristen
know there
Bell?
was. She's in it. Stop
Yo,
it.
so good.
I got to see
Wait,
that.
is this new?
Nah, it was let's see, Reefer
Man, I
Madness
don't even know about
musical,
this. I'm sure
That's
it was pretty
amazing.
funny.
2000 and all right. So it was produced in 1998. The film came out in 2005 with Kristen Bell. So it was like a play first,
Oh, okay.
and then it was made into a film. This shit is so fucking
How
good.
did I miss that?
It's so it's
wanna
so
see
indie.
it.
Yeah.
It's I mean this is
Okay.
before Veronica Mars. You know it's
Yeah.
so indie. It's one of those things. This is my biggest fucking pet peeve. Amy knows this shit. I hate when I loan something to someone.
Oh my God.
And that shit fucking disappears forever. Reefer
God.
Madness has been gone. I was in college when I loaned it out. Let's see. I graduated in 2009.
So inappropriate.
So, fucking, I'll just give the benefit of the doubt that it was my last year of college. Minimum 9 years.
He was so high he can't even remember.
I'm so hyped, so baked. 9 fucking years?
Yeah.
You've been watching Reefer Madness for 9 motherfucking years
Deal.
with my
That
DVD,
sucks.
bro.
No,
I
that was
want it.
straight up stolen.
I want it back.
Mm.
So if you're the person who has my DVD, I know who you are. Want my shit back.
Oh
I want my shit back,
So I think I
and
mean
I want to watch it.
as far as weed goes, I'm good on this conversation. Do you guys have anything else that you want to add?
No, that was fun.
Not too much else.
Oh, I do want to tell a fun story about my mom too.
Oh, hit it, yeah.
About both my parents being very naive. My mom's more open-minded though, but she's just adorable. One time we were vacationing in Mexico and we were like shopping in Puerto Nuevo where there's like a bunch of art and stuff for sale on the main street, pretty stained glass and stuff like that, and a lot of like water pipes and pipes and like hookah stuff.
Oh my god.
And I will never forget, my mom was like walking with me along the store, so cute, and she's like looking at everything, and she like picks up this super nice like blue glass bong, and she's like, oh, because she's French Canadian. She's like, what is this, a flower vase?
Oh my god.
And I just like was laughing, and I said, yeah.
That's cute. That's so cute.
I love her.
You know what I just realized? Not realized, but remembered. I remembered taking a trip through Mexico. I believe it might have been like the Cancun area. And they have these villages and markets. And the most common thing you'll see there is like a dick, like a sculpted dick and balls.
Really?
Amy, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's so intense.
It's very
like
strange.
Everywhere you look, it's like a guy. It's like a cactus, and the vase for the cactus is a guy holding his balls, and like there's 2 cacti balls and a big cacti dick.
Guys, you should
The
see
fuck-
my face right now. I'm like, my whole face is like scrunched up, like I can't.
It's so specific. There's so many
Really?
dicks there. It's like it's a very phallic centric marketplace.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Just want to share that with you guys.
The more you know.
Thank you.
Oh hey, and you know what I just remembered too? We talk about fast food here a lot.
Oh shit, that's right.
When I went to Mexico, they had a burger at McDonald's that I was excited for, and then kind of like, yeah. It is what it sounds like. It was a guacamole and Doritos burger. It was a hamburger with guacamole and like 3 Doritos on that motherfucker.
And you didn't like it?
Nah!
Honestly, like, I'm sold. I like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I expected something like different, you know, and it was
Are
literally.
these like some ranch Doritos or some regular
it's
original
nacho Doritos.
Nacho Doritos.
I think they could have been like
Ranch
just
Doritos.
a bit more special. Because yo, all right, Taco Bell has set the standard as far as what you can do when you bring a Dorito into the fast food game. They have 3 different taco shells made from Doritos.
It's
Yeah.
insane. Their hookup with Doritos.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Yo, I remember back when I was teaching. This is getting way off topic, but I guess since this is about this kind of food, it's not, right? Back when I was teaching, my students knew how into certain fast food items I was and how excited I was for the Doritos Locos Tacos, right? So, yo, they fucking brought in the original taco for me. 2 different students on day 1. It was
yeah?
released. Brought it, went there to try it out, and brought that shit in for me.
Aww.
I felt so good.
Warms your heart.
It warms my heart and my tummy. That shit was delicious. And it remains to this day one of Taco Bell's premier items, in my humble opinion.
Nice.
I think
That was his review.
that's my review. I think, you know what? We'll answer one question. We have, we mentioned last time that we're trying to refocus the way that we do questions and see if we can base any full episodes on certain questions. But some questions are just easier to answer.
Yeah,
So
some are
let's
quick.
end with like 2 quick questions, okay? Terrell Bateman writes, have you guys seen Legion yet? If so, what do y'all think? I'm going to say this. I have not seen Legion. I've heard amazing things. For those who don't know what it is, it's an XMen show starring Aubrey Plaza, who I fucking love.
I love her.
She's incredible. Shannon, have you seen Legion?
I haven't, but I do like Aubrey.
Me too. I like Aubrey. I like Marvel. I prefer Marvel's properties that are owned by Marvel Studios. Like, the X-Men movies are okay, you know, but I prefer the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like, by far. So that's why I haven't given it a try. I have heard it's quite amazing.
Nice. I hope so, because I have the same view on the X-Men movies. I love the X-Men, you guys, but like, man, some of these movies, very disappointing.
Yeah, I'd say, like...
Not disappointing, but they were just mediocre
just
to me.
basic movies.
I feel like
Yeah.
X-Men movies could be like fucking insane.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah.
get so excited for
Yeah.
them.
I'm like, I love the characters and everything, and then you're like, whatever. I don't know.
I mean, hopefully they will now, because Disney fucking bought that shit back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'd say in the next 4 or 5 years, we're going to start seeing the X-Men
Hell
movies
yeah.
in that same universe.
That'd be dope.
That would be dope. And one more question. Chris Wilkinson writes, when can we expect Baby Pat? And will you name it Chris or Christina? Because that's an awesome name, and I am no way trying to influence the choice much.
We could actually have a whole episode if you really want about why we're not going to have kids.
Could we?
Ooh.
Probably. We could fill one up.
I mean, we could.
Maybe.
It's just like, I also like, I don't want to just like blast the question because like Chris doesn't know. Like, Chris is the homie, you know? But yeah, Chris
Well, I'm
runs.
just saying, like, of the questions, like, we talk about that a lot, is what I'm saying.
We do. We talk about like being child
How our
free.
cats are our kids, basically.
Yes. You know what? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We should do an episode about being child free, why we chose to be that way, both as individuals.
And how much I love babies at the same time.
You said that like Bill Cosby.
I love my
babies. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
creepy.
you know what's so funny?
It's creepy, but
We can't even
don't-
compare things to Bill Cosby
can't
anymore.
do
I know,
that.
I know.
I don't want to be compared to that. All I'm saying is that I'm not a hater because I don't want kids.
So, Amy, what are your thoughts on Jell-O pudding pops?
Oh, shut up.
You better stop right now.
All right, so this has been the Bill Cosby Show.
Oh my god.
All right, so our theme music is written by Amy Shen. This
done.
has been the Space Between podcast. You can listen to us on iTunes or SoundCloud. Watch our goddamn vlog on YouTube.
Go ahead and do it.
Our theme music is written by Amy Shen. Our banner art is by Ryan Best. I'm out of order here, but if you want to follow us on social media, we're at Space Between and everywhere. If you want to write questions in for us to answer them, either in a full episode or just at the end if it's a quickie, you can email us at spacebetweenend@gmail.com. So again, thank you for listening. And bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Amy.
Oh, God.